It's your boy DJ Double OG. It's the original podcast. Today, we got a couple of guests with us in the building, and we just want them to introduce themselves, and we want to get introduced to them. So we got Are You Serious, of course, in the building. What's going on, Are You Serious?
Hello, hello, hello.
And today in the building, we got the Bet the House podcast in the building. What's going on, brother?
Chilling, man.
And we got somebody else in the building, but he'll be right back. We got Mike Titan in the building. So what's going on? Bet the House podcast. Let me ask you right off top where you get the name from, and what made you think of Bet the House podcast.
All right, so originally my podcast was gonna be called I Said What I Said, and then somebody stole it. So I had to pivot. And I had already had a little team doing music, and it was called Smash House. And it was like, yo, everything that I do right now, I gotta put my all into it. Everything that we do from this moment forward, gotta put all our all into it. So it became, all right, we already a house. So everything that we do, we just gonna bet on it. No matter what it is. Bet the House podcast is just putting everything that you got into it and don't care win, lose, or fold. We gonna win. That's how I see it.
Okay, that's what's up. And I asked you that because it do mean a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To a lot of people, when you have your name means a lot. Let me ask you, I met you on Facebook, on Instagram, right? I came across your page, you came across mine.
Yeah.
That's how we linked up. But you from St. Paul, Minnesota too? That's where you currently live? That's where you was born and raised?
I live in St. Paul. I'm born and raised in Chicago though.
Oh,
So I've been back and forth, my whole life. St. Paul, Chicago, St. Paul to Chicago.
Oh shit, St.
So,
Paul, Chicago. Well,
I was just on Cicero.
Yeah, I'm from Inglewood.
Yeah, you just came back from Chicago. Well, St. Paul is like Chicago's
Facts.
Minneapolis and St. Paul is like baby Chicago. I used to live in Cottage Grove. We had a hood, and we called the hood Little Chicago because everybody that lived in this hood
was from Chicago. Yeah.
So we called the hood Little Chicago. And at one point in the Twin Cities, it was more people from Chicago than it was from St. Paul. Like you would ask somebody in St. Paul, where you from?
Mm-hmm.
Chicago. Like nobody wanted to be from St. Paul. So
Facts.
Okay, where you from in Chicago?
Inglewood.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know shit about Chicago. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know nothing about Chicago.
Well, I put it like this: not too far from where King Von and them used to be at.
Okay.
So you know how they say they not from 63rd. I'm from 66.
I was just on 66 when I was in Chicago.
Yeah.
At 66, there was some apartment. All of them is like row house, you know what I'm saying? But it was a big ass field. My homeboy's brother stayed over there. Literally right down the street. It's like a gas station, store, all that stuff. Yeah, I was just on that street, and I remember that street because of that song, Not From 63rd.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, everybody, that's, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to go to 63rd so bad. He like, you can go over there if you want to. I'm not going.
At your own risk.
It's literally 3 blocks that way. Just go up them 3 blocks.
Oh, yeah.
How long you been in Minnesota? How long you been in St. Paul?
I went to elementary school here, and then I went to my first year of high school here, which was Harding.
So you been
I left right after that. Okay. And I just came back in like 2018.
Only reason I asked that because you still got the Chicago accent.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that's from Chicago got the Minnesota accent because they've been so long. So I still hear the go in you.
Now, I just got a Italian beef dipped, extra pepper, sweet and hot. So
facts.
We good.
Facts.
Definitely known for the music. Okay, let's introduce the one and only Mike Teasy in the building. We got Mike Titan in the building. We were just getting to know Bet the House podcast. He's from Chicago. I'm from St. Paul. What'd you say, Mike?
Thought you was talking about me. Like, no, fuck, I'm not.
Oh, no. Where you from, Mike Titan?
North side of Minneapolis.
North side in the building.
Oh, did you see that special they had about Northside? The Polars
You know how many
on
people been
Showtime?
asking me about that at my job?
That shit
Hey,
is
did you see that?
dope.
No,
I
I
never seen it.
It was dope. It's like a little 45-minute little joint about the football team and the school in the area, and just talks about the coaching and the kids and stuff like that. I got to check into it a little bit more. I didn't get to finish it, but what I did see was pretty dope.
I'll have to check it out, man. Everybody
Yeah.
been saying that.
Yeah, I ain't get to see it yet either, but I heard about it. Uh,
It
I
just
didn't know
reminded me because you said
it was
Northside.
yeah.
Yeah, I went to that
Mike
high
is
school.
the
I
first
was
person I ever knew
next to
lived over
Calvin.
north.
Oh, you was a Polar?
Yeah, yes, sir. Class old too. Old as hell.
Facts.
All right, let's get into it, man. I appreciate everybody showing up today. It's the Bet the House podcast. We got Great Key Studios in the building. Uh, Bet the House, can you let them know all your socials and how to get a hold of you right away
All
before
right.
we get
Bet the House, always betthehouse.com is where you can find everything at. On Instagram is Bet the House Podcast 2020 and bet_the House Podcast 2022.
Okay. Mike, can you let them know how to get a hold of Great Key Studio?
It is Great Key Studios on all social media. Soon you'll have greatkeystudios.com. You can email at info@greatkeystudios.com right now if you want to reach me, or just come to the YouTube, Great Key Studios.
That's a recording studio?
Nope, it's a record label.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And that's how we know Mike. Um, that's how we met Mike. And
Sensei Mike.
actually, we were gonna do the podcast, and we was talking about you, and all you you can verify. We said we need to do some intro music for the podcast, and the first name came up out of everybody was
I
Mike Tyson.
said,
Right?
yeah,
That was the
Mike.
first name came up, and I told him like, Mike don't do music no more, man. He done took a hiatus, but he's back. And he's
I'm
on his
back.
side. You know what I'm saying? So I want to
Yeah.
know, Mike. As somebody who's done the same thing as you, right? You know what I'm saying? Took a hiatus from music. I'm still on my hiatus. What drew you to come back to something that you so good at? And a lot of people don't even know how important you really are to Minnesota hip hop, like for real, for real. So I just want to ask you before we get into the game, I just want to get a little bit about you. Like, what made you come back to the scene and what drove that? But also, I want to give you your flowers because you a big dog in the Minnesota music game. And I want to know, you know what I'm saying, like how you feel about the game now, back then. And just, I'm going to ask you why you talk, but what drew you back?
Really, I don't know. I've been sitting distant from it for a long time. Like one day I just woke up, like I got all of these old tracks sitting around. I might as well try to do something with it. You know what I mean? It's something that used to bring me joy. Maybe it could do that again. That's really what it was, man. Just trying it out. I'm rusty, but that might be the fun of it, is getting unrusty. You know what I mean?
I can definitely understand when you say bring the joy back because that's kind of how I feel in my life. Like you need something to bring that back because we done got older and life done, do some left and rights at people every now and then. And you kind of
Uppercuts,
lose your
knees, and
passion.
falls.
Yeah, you kind of use your passion and start paying bills. You know what I'm saying? Bet the House, do you have any musical interests? Do you do music? Are you into it? Have you ever done
We
it?
used to do music. That's pretty much how Bet the House started. But I had a cold team around me, man. Like, I wanted to rap and do all that, but I also knew my lane. I knew like, I was more of a P. Diddy, talk my shit at your intro, outro kind of guy. And everybody in this group kind of went their own little way. So that's when I picked up podcasting because I felt like being in Chicago, everybody wants to be a rapper. Everybody wants to do it. So I switched it up. I said, yo, I can talk shit. That's what podcasting is. So I'm gonna run with that. But yeah, I love music. I love music. Like even if I don't see myself doing music as far as on the mic, I still love music. Like I got a good ear for it. Like so, yeah.
All right, let me ask you this, Mike Teasy. Some of your background. Let's get into it. Where
Man.
where did you where did you start with this music thing? Where did you start producing at? What
Oh,
made you pick up
producing.
the keys? Yeah.
Oh well, see, that's a whole. I was a musician before I was a producer. So since I was 2 years old, I've been around the piano, just trying to figure out how to play. I never had a lesson. I just would always sit down and try to figure it out. And eventually, I figured out enough to where I could say I play. You know what I'm saying? But in the midst of that, hanging around my cousin Q, trading, hip hop stories and all of that with him, just listening to the greats, I heard the Roots. Do You Want More? Questlove is the one that made me want to start making beats. I was 11 years old. I'll never forget it. And since then, I was trying to figure out how to do it. I used to take a tape deck and a little dual cassette deck and do the pause tapes like all the producers be talking about. I did that too. That's where it started. You know what I'm saying?
And the reason why I want to get into the background because you've done so much as far as making music for a lot of people, and a lot of it went unnoticed, unheard, or you didn't get the credit that you really deserve for starting a lot of music careers in Minneapolis. I would say that, right? So in Minneapolis, we had like Little Buddy. Little
I
Buddy
remember
came
Little
out
Buddy.
and made it big. And then after Little Buddy, it was the Mike Titan era, where anybody that you heard coming out of Minneapolis that got a beat from Mike Titan or stole a beat from Mike Titan
There you go. Because
or
I
stole
wouldn't go that
or
far.
riff from Mike Titan or stole his
Very
style.
tight circle. You
Like,
could
yeah,
still to
it
this
was,
day, you can't just get a beat.
yeah,
Nobody
no,
can just get a beat.
but you just like, okay, and I'm gonna say the name. I don't know if you ever heard of this group before, Bet the House, but it was a group called Street Kings. But it started with Rest in Peace, BC, and one of the best Minnesota podcasters out right now, Simba Ali. I don't know. Have you ever heard of Simba Ali?
I heard the name. Yeah.
Yeah, Simba Ali. He had the North Star podcast now. I don't know what the name of it is right now. It's just a Simba Ali podcast. Do you know, Mike?
Uh-uh.
I don't know the name.
Last I heard, it was the North Star podcast.
North Star podcast. Okay, but he had interviewed Charleston White before and all that. He got some real crazy views.
He
Um,
does. He
like
does. I don't know if he's trolling or not. I haven't talked to him to figure it out yet, but I don't know.
but as far as rap goes, back in the day, he was that dude in
Oh, yeah,
St.
he's a monster for sure.
So his name was Monk back in the day. So Monk and BC started this rap group. They hooked up with Twig and them, and it was your typical rap group story gone wrong, right? Where you have some talented rappers, you got some people that rap for a living, and then they meet the drug dealer who got all the money, and they try to put it together and blow up. And just so happened the feds came in like YSL and tore the operation down, and it kind of stopped before it got over the hump, to say. And the the foundation of that movement was Mike Titan production. You know,
That was
Iceberg Entertainment.
before all of that. I wasn't involved in none of that.
But I'm talking about Iceberg Entertainment. That was the foundation, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Him up. And you was the main producer
Actually,
for the
Street
whole
Kings
record.
happened after Iceberg. Iceberg had kind of fizzled out, and they
Yeah,
went off
that's
to do
when
their
they
own
them,
thing.
right.
Yeah.
But the foundation was when you and Monk and BC was at Iceberg Entertainment, and I would just come to the studio and B Roller was there, and it was
hmm
another artist there. It was a couple of female. It was a couple of artists. You know what I'm saying? That rotated
Yeah, they
throughout.
had a little roster over there.
It was your cousin's label, right? So is that how you got involved? So what made you
And
start
yeah,
making for the label?
yeah. Fat D, my cousin, man, he started the label. He recruited Q first. And then, he had been bringing me to his studio before when I was like 12, 13, showing me how to record, how to sequence, how to do all that. But eventually he heard that I was actually like making beats, and he started bringing me over to Jay Capone house. You know what I'm saying? That's where I actually learned a little more. And from then, that's when he was like, all right, we need some shit for this project. When you feel like trying it, I still wasn't really that good yet, but it was good enough. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he brought me on board.
So then you start working at IE with your cousin, and I remember y'all booking studios, being an
Angel
artist.
Beach.
How involved were you in that record label? Were you just making the beats, or did you have any involvement?
I was like 14 years old, fam. I wasn't making it. You know what I mean? Like I had zero. I brought beats and sat back and watched them record. Man, I had no idea what was happening, why it was happening, how to do it myself. I had to learn all that later.
So let me ask you this then: during that time and up till now, out of all the beats that you made for all the artists that you made, producing, just as far as beat making, what's your favorite beat that you gave or sold or somebody stole, and you heard the song and was like, "That's it"?
All that shit trash, man. All the new, all the new stuff. That's where that's where it's gonna be at, man. I don't like none of that. Nope, that shit's trash. No, I'm just messing around, man. Nah, for real, for real. I I don't know, man. I'm hard on myself, but I think I've gotten a lot better since then. But I got a few joints on Monk's About Face album that I really enjoyed. Can't remember them by name. I used to do a lot of drugs, man. My memory ain't the same as it used to be. Matter of fact, Reggie, last time I was supposed to be making a beat for Reggie and D Jones, I was in the studio with them, and I was kind of stuck trying to make them an intro for their album. Man, I must have popped this hallucinogenic substance. I'm not gonna say what it was, but popped this hallucinogenic substance, and about 15 minutes later, there was a banger on the table. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all still had that. I don't even remember how it sounds.
I got it somewhere. I know Jones got it.
Too
Hmm.
easy in the building.
Speaking
You
of
know
that,
what
he
I'm saying?
just joined up.
Oh shit.
Too easy in the building. We got D Jones.
Hey, what up, though?
Welcome, Jones.
Yeah,
Welcome, Jones, to the podcast. We got Bet the House in the building.
come
We
on,
got
man.
Mike
What up?
Titan in
What up?
the building. We got Are You Serious in the building, and we got D Jones Reviews in the building. It's just the original podcast. I'm just asking Mike Titan some questions about just his skill as far as like growing up in the music and what started it because he built something and then he kind of stepped away from it and now we coming back to it. So I just wanted to go back in his mind to see what it was that started it, and what kind of love that you got for it that come back to it, because
Don't get no love,
eventually
dog.
all the greats still do it even if they don't do it publicly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like Dr. Dre still make beats,
mm,
he just don't do it publicly.
mm.
So was you done or did
Oh
you?
yeah, I didn't make nothing. I made zero for about 10 years. Actually, let me take that back. That would be a complete lie. Maybe once every year I might make 2, 3 beats, and then I'm done. It wasn't. Yeah, back in the day, 5 beats a day, every day, like thousands and thousands and thousands upon thousands of beats. There's no exaggeration. If anybody actually had seen my laptop, I still got the files for a lot of them, but a lot of the actual elements of it is gone. So I could show and prove. But yeah, I just lost it. I lost the passion for it.
Next time you go live streaming this week, man, I need to get on Great Call or Great Key Studios, and we need to get together, man, and make a beat for the intro for the original podcast, man. I think that'll be dope.
I'm
And
going live tonight. We can get it done.
okay, then hopefully you don't hit my head. We
Ah,
can get
you
it
good,
done.
man. You Gucci.
Right. Let's get it in, man. Bet the House in the building. Mike Titan in the building. D Jones, Are You Serious? So this is how we gonna play the game, man. This is the original trivia game. We got 5 topics. We got 5 questions for each topic. We got trending topics, Minnesota facts and history. We got Black History, the Martin Luther King Jr. edition, because Martin Luther King Jr. Day is coming up January 16th. And he just happens to share his birthday on January 15th with one of the greatest men I've ever met in my life.
Talk about it, brother.
Are you serious, Shaw? His birthday is coming up tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
January
Happy early
15th.
birthday,
Birthday
brother.
tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm changing the first digit, so that's a big one.
You still, you still young, man. So
No,
we got Black History, the
my
MLK.
knee just cracked when you said that, literally. So, nah.
We got movies and TVs, and we got hip hop history. So because we got a couple of different guests, what I want to do is pick a number 1 through 10.
It's 4 teams. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm changing that now.
And then you also got to tell them how they chime in because, little hood.
So this is how you chime in. Whoever says anything first. Everybody has their own calls, right? So your beeper could be a "Baka!" or you could be a hey, 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 or you could be a chicka chicka chicka. Whatever noise you make is your beeper noise, right? So you call in, you chime in. I'm gonna call your name. As soon as I open it up, I'm gonna read the question. Some of these questions might be long, so whoever buzz in first gets it. Just like in Jeopardy, if you buzz in and you get a wrong answer, you get negative that amount of points. If you get the right answer, you get that amount of points. At the end of the game, we're only gonna have one winner, and the winner gets a special prize, which is to say that they're the winner. Because I ain't really got too much else to give y'all right now. All right, and you get the most Instagram clips for the week when I post on the gram. So 1 through 10 is for y'all. 1 through 10, give me a number.
Picking number 9.
Mike Titan with 9. Go ahead, somebody else.
Number 7.
It is number 7. Bet the House podcast got it. I'm looking at this light bulb, and I don't know if y'all can see it, but it got a
Nope.
7 on it. Can't see it at all. All right,
Can't see it at all.
can't
Hey,
see it.
can y'all hear this?
Can you what? What'd you
Could
say?
y'all hear that?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't hear shit. All right, pick a category, brother. Pick a category. And a number.
Let's go with hip hop history 400.
Hip hop history for 400. What is the first hip hop song?
Shika shika show. Shika shika show. I said a hip, a hop, a hip, a hip it to the hip hop, you don't stop, but rock it to the sugar hill. But that ain't it. It's Ja Rule's. I don't know.
No,
I
that's
just
not
wanted
it.
to sing. I thought it was Ja Rule's. Where would I be without you?
Nope.
Or was it Will Smith's? Parents just don't understand.
Eh, anybody else got a guess? Anybody else got a guess?
I'm just messing with you.
4.
I know it wasn't
I'm a
sugar hill.
guess. Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. I don't think it's right though. I don't remember. I used to know this.
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. No. They are not the first hip hop song to go number 1 on the Billboard. Nobody else gonna guess.
Oh man.
Scared. They scared.
It's
They
a white
scared.
girl.
November 3rd,
Yep,
19.
that was my next
It
guess.
took that long?
Vanilla Ice went
Mhm.
number 1 on Billboard with the song that made DJ Double OG fall in love with music, which is Ice Ice Baby. So we was talking about that earlier, Mike. My song that I heard that made
It
me
was Ice Ice Baby.
was
I could
Ice Ice
understand seeing a
Baby.
white person
Don't
being the
laugh.
first one to go number one.
You gotta remember back then they didn't even let the hip hop category on TV on the Grammys. Like it was
Yeah.
still underground at that point.
Well, that's why I was thinking it was more like Will Smith, like you were going towards, because they was the first one with the Grammy.
Mhm.
But I knew it wasn't Sugar Hill. They were just the first popular song. I was just playing around. But
Yeah, man.
um,
Vanilla Ice. Ice Ice Baby. I was on the school bus. I heard that beat, I heard that song, and I fell in love with hip hop.
he
Nobody got that right, so we're
he
gonna run it
had
back.
the audacity to act like that beat wasn't stolen. He said, "No, mine goes do 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 do." The original beat goes doom 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 kink. See, I ain't had that kink. It's a totally different beat.
Okay, Ken, give me the next
Let's go
category.
with movies for 100.
Movies for 100. So in this movies category, we are reading the IMDb description, and you
I
tell
got it.
us
I'm right
based
here.
on, what is it?
Black Panther.
Based on the description of the movie, your answer will come, and that's correct. It's Black Panther, right? So let's give you 100 of them points back. So
Well, you
you read
started
the
out saying
description,
T'Challa, so yeah, that was an easy one.
It's the $100 one. Better be.
$100 one,
Mm.
right? All right, let's keep it going, Ken. Where we going next, brother?
Movies for 200.
Movies for 200. The story of Oscar Grant III, a 22-year-old Bay Area resident.
I got it.
What is it?
Fruitville Station.
Fruitville, yep.
Fruitville Station is
That's
correct.
where I'm at, son.
Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Hey, let me ask y'all a question.
I was just over there the other day, homie.
What y'all think about? Y'all hear in the background? That's just Prince. What y'all think about this whole situation of Lori Harvey dating Damson Idris, who just happened to be one of Mike B. Jordan's homeboys?
Man, she just trying to be the next Kardashian, man. She trying to get her bag up.
Yeah.
She don't care.
Wise man once said, "It's just his turn."
She ain't never yours. It's just your turn, man.
Who cares? What difference does it
I
make? It's
mean,
just your
shit.
turn, player.
She dated the daddy in the sun. Like, she got no filter.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that was a
She
lie.
said no.
Right.
Allegedly.
She
She
said
said
that
she
was a
didn't
lie.
date Diddy.
Well, Diddy
But,
smashed. It's shit. It's the same shit.
yeah.
um,
All right,
we're
where
gonna
we going next?
keep it in movies. We're gonna go with 300.
Now, first, before I open this up, we got to give a shout out to D Jones. We ain't seen you in so long. We miss your handsome face, guy. Make sure you follow my man's on Instagram at D Jones Reviews. Man, he's one of the dopest movie reviews. He's the only. He got his own lane. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't say one of the dopest because he's in his own lane. He's doing his own thing.
Okay.
There's nobody else that I've seen come across my stream doing what he does. And what
Okay.
that
Okay.
is he reviews independent black movies.
Yes, indeed.
And then posted their reviews on Instagram whenever he feels like it, usually weekly. And you get a chance to get our own Siskel and Ebert. You know what I'm saying? But the hood version. He gets very concise. He uses a lot of big words. He gives concise inceptions or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to give a shout out to the boy
I saw that movie.
B. Jones
Hey,
review.
thank you, brother, man. Listen, man, I'm trying to get better on the posters, brother. Struggle over here sometimes.
Hey, take your time, man. Take your time. All right, 300. A valedictorian and a juvenile delinquent have their school records
Ding,
swept.
ding.
John,
Class act.
Yep.
class act. Hold on, wait. What number are you, Jones? You 3. Class act is correct.
Classic.
One of my favorite movies of all time. I think that's better than House Party
You
sometimes.
see the new House Party's coming out, right?
Yeah.
Are
I
they in
wonder
it?
what-
Yesterday.
They actually are. Kim Play does make an appearance in the movie, so they did give it the green light. And then I also saw like a couple interviews with what's that dude named Lattimore and DC Young Fly was on Big Boy. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I heard it. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna go to the theaters and support and check it out. Hopefully, it's quality. But yeah,
Yeah, no.
All right, D. Jones.
I don't know if we give them enough love for what they did right in the 80s and 90s with the class acts and the house parties and you know what I mean? Like, they had a cartoon, right? Like, they was out here, man.
Gangster rap took over, made anything that wasn't gangster lame. So it ain't cool to like Kid and Play. It ain't cool to like Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. It ain't cool to like anything that ain't that.
Heavy D was in
Heavy D and the Boys, right? That was one of the first tapes I owned. Love Heavy D.
No, you know what? I fell victim to that as a kid, man. I ain't gonna hold you. If it was not gangster music, I did not want to hear it. If they weren't talking about some ignorant ass, dumbass killing, selling drugs, none of that shit, I'm not listening to no motherfucking Most Def and Talib Kweli and
Missed out, man.
oh man, I ain't listened to none of that stupid ass shit growing up, and now I feel stupid for not listening to it because I subjected myself to this dumbass lifestyle of being a gangster, trying to portray, you know what I'm saying, this gangster shit, and it ain't worth it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I wish they would have pushed
They
the narrative.
programmed you.
Yeah, they've been programming us, fam. I wish they would have pushed this Talib Kweli narrative. I wish he'd have been bigger than Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I wish Common would have been bigger than Jay-Z. I wish somebody that was talking about. So now, as a youngster, they do got that. They got Drake, fam. Drake ain't talking about murder,
Rhyming like common sense.
I
but he
don't
might
know
talk.
about all that.
Drake do talk about a little bit of, he might hit you with
Who?
the gangster talk, but he ain't
Who?
gangster talking. Drake.
Because he
Drake?
can't. He's Drake. He can't do that. Like
He
he's
can't.
an actor, man. He's a chameleon.
You
He's
talking about the
very
nigga
talented.
hit his kid from the sun, but the sun hit his kid from me?
That guy. That
Drake?
Drake brought a certain level, I think, of vulnerability that individuals didn't have in hip hop. You know what I mean? Now we could talk about is it too much or if we like it. You know what I
Did
mean?
it need that?
What is that?
Did it need that? It's like, did it need that?
Ja Rule gave us vulnerability. Where would I be without you?
Right, man.
Only
He ain't
think
the first
about
one to be
you.
soft on record.
No, not like Drake, right? Like Drake
Only tired of being lonely.
his persona, right? Like that. He was the emotional cat. You know what I mean? He don't wear his feelings on his
He knew women would buy that shit.
Nigga. Y'all forget
Look at his
Ja
eyes,
Rule had a
man.
cardigan on skipping around the fairgrounds in a video, okay? You can't get more sensitive than that.
All right, D. Jones, where we going next, brother?
Let me say this. I don't want to discourage Drake because let me tell you what, when he wants to, Drake can rap.
Hold on, Drake's one of the best rappers out here.
Drake can rap when he wants to.
Lil Dicky can rap.
Yeah.
What does he represent?
Not like Drake. He's nowhere near.
Hey, so that goes
Well,
to what we were talking about earlier,
no.
right? The key to success in the music game is selling to women, white women, aged 20 to 40. If you can
This
sell
demographic.
to white women between the ages of 20 and 40, you'll be a popular hip hop artist. So as we just saw in Hip Hop History 400, who was the first rap album to go number one? Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice is a young white man that could definitely sell to white women aged 20 to 40. All right, let's go to the next category.
Okay, let's go Minnesota facts. 100.
Minnesota, May 11th, 1858, Minnesota Territory became the blank state in the United States of America.
38th.
Ooh, he didn't even make a sound. He just hit you with the answer.
Who said 38?
But bang, bang. It was Titan.
Mike Teasy. All right, my bad. My daughter was distracting me with juice. It is the 32nd state. I should have gave somebody else a chance. My bad. I should have gave somebody else a chance.
Let's go trending topics, 100.
Mr. Chips.
First Mega Millions jackpot of 2023 was won on January 13th, worth over 1.3.
Blow. Let's
like
say
that
Michigan. Let's say Michigan.
Michigan.
Need some points.
Michigan is not correct.
God damn it.
Ding, ding.
I wish y'all could hear my soundboard.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Maine.
And finally, you coming up. Maine is correct.
Bastard.
It wasn't me. I needed a 17, and that was a 14.
I got my other ticket here, so
Well,
we can hope for the best.
I needed a lot more than that, too. Maybe I should start checking my tickets, but if I don't match the Powerball, I don't never check my ticket. So
you ain't gonna get my numbers though, but I got mine.
I'm probably winning and don't even know. All right, are you serious? Where we going?
Let's go MLK Junior Edition 100.
Y'all can read. Martin Luther King Jr., one of 4 Americans to have his birthday celebrated as a national holiday. Name 2 of the other 3 Americans.
I got it.
Said Americans.
In America,
Key word.
I
Okay.
got it.
Who?
Columbus Day.
He's not American.
He's not American.
He
He's
found
from
it.
Genoese. He's from Genoa.
Well, I don't
Italy.
got it.
But he didn't even find it. But
1400s.
Yo, this is interesting because I always thought that MLK was the only American to have his own day.
Blow. I'll give it a shot.
What's up?
Let's try Abraham Lincoln and
I get you, Abraham Lincoln.
Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Take them points away.
You got one of them right though.
I know. I can't remember who the other one was.
All right. I'm guessing nobody else want to guess.
No.
Martin Luther King Jr.,
George
Abraham
Washington.
Lincoln, George Washington, and Caesar Chavez.
Chavez.
Can we challenge this one?
Now let me give you a reason why. That's why you only got to name 2 out of 3. Abraham Lincoln had his own national holiday, and George Washington had his own national holiday, but they were so close together that they combined them into what's now known as President's Day. But they both started out as individual federal holidays. And Cesar Chavez, I have no idea, has a federal holiday, and why don't I have this day off at work?
Because it's Cesar Chavez.
It's Cesar Chavez Day in America. Never heard of that before.
It's a federal holiday.
St. Paul.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know about Cesar Chavez. Is a street in St. Paul. All right, are you serious? What's next?
That ain't me.
Yeah,
it is. My bad. Let's try Black History for 200 because that one was a little bit suspect. But that's usually your question, so let me not act like it ain't.
I got.
Oh, yo, bing, ding, the ding, 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 the ding, ding.
All right, what's
ding. Up? That rat bastard. He killed Martin Luther King's mom and shot his daddy. He's a piece of shit.
Who? What?
He's trying to aim for his dad and shot his mama
while she was sitting on the organ. This dude's a Hebrew Israelite, and he let that bullshit drive him crazy to think that he was doing the right thing. Martin Luther King had already been dead 4-5 years, ran up into the church, shot like 3-4 people, one of them including Dr. King's mom. Fuck him in that religion.
And the reason why he killed his mom was because his dad was too far away. He said his mom was closer. That's the only reason he shot her. Because she was closer to him in proximity. He was sitting on the front row. I never knew.
Get my points, man.
Oh, yeah. I never knew that Martin Luther King Jr.'s mother was killed and assassinated.
Everybody in his family was killed. Well, there was like a couple of them.
I don't know. All right, Mike T, where we going, brother?
Black History for 300.
Now, also, before I open this up, I want y'all to know, just like my audience, with these questions, sometimes it ain't about getting the right answer. It's about learning something, right? Because I want to teach while we read, just like Mike T taught us about what he just popped up. A lot of people didn't know. I didn't know that until today. All right, Izola Ware Curry in September of 1958 was infamous for doing what when she met Martin Luther King Jr. at a book signing?
Ding, 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 ding.
What is the answer?
See, she stabbed him
with a letter opening and screamed, "I've been looking for you
for 5 years."
Yes.
And he still went and marched with a hole in his side.
Yes, I never knew that Martin Luther King Jr. had multiple assassination attempts, and I never heard about this story until I looked this up. But yeah, she definitely tried to kill him.
Let me get my 300 though.
I did. I got you. I got your 300. Now you
okay. Oh, I'm positive. Okay. All right. Cool.
She did that because she didn't like Martin Luther King.
No, that was his side chick. I'm dead serious. That's what happened. Man. That was his side chick.
Stabbed him in the side.
That was one of them little honey dips he done smashed on one of his marches.
Hey, that's funny because
she was looking for him. She was looking for him.
They definitely tried. They tried to soil Martin name with all kind of affairs and shit he was having a few years back.
We trying. We trying. You
Mm-hmm.
know what? I ain't even shout out Big Gotti. Shout out Big Gotti. He commented earlier. What's up, Vic? I wasn't even looking at the comments. All right, where we going next?
All right, let's go hip hop history for a hundo.
Man, listen, I got the munchies, so if I'm chipping on these chips, it's because I'm chipping on these chips right now. You said 400?
No,
Hip hop history for one hundo.
not
Hip
at
hop.
all. Can't hear nothing. What rapper got more money than all of them?
That's exactly what the question is. You
Millionaire got off into the
we
tech
buzzing
industry.
in
He
because I
got
want
the
to go with
investment.
Hov.
He got the bag now.
You said Hove?
Who said Hov?
I did.
Jones?
Joe. You are correct. Man, I was trying to get the damn video. I mean, hold on. Go to you, my
And
bad.
what rapper got more money than all?
I don't know why it's not letting y'all hear the
All
audio,
of 'em.
man. That kind of throw my whole little thing off, man. But yeah, H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy is what the video was saying. That's the beginning of the H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy video. It is Hova at $1.5 billion right now. He's the number one rap artist
Good
with all of the money in the world. All right, where we going, John?
We ain't gonna talk about Kanye, huh?
I know more.
Kanye.
Kanye number 4 now.
Shh. Don't speak his name. It's like the boogeyman, huh?
Let me do Minnesota for 2.
All right, Minnesota facts history for 2. The Civil War was started because of the Dred Scott case, essentially, not technically. Where was Dred Scott living as an enslaved person in Minnesota? Where
Ding 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 ding. I
Mike
think
says,
that was up in Duluth. Oh no, it's another city. It's up north though, but my bad. That's my answer.
it's the wrong answer,
No,
but
no.
Who else
you
won
were
trial?
kind of right.
That's where the trial happened. Yeah.
I'll get into that later. You're kind of right, but no, that's not where he was living. Anybody else got a clue?
No.
The only place in Minnesota where slavery was technically legal, even though slavery in Minnesota was illegal.
Wherever there was white people.
Everywhere.
Fort Snelling.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, that's where the train was coming from.
Wow.
Fort Snelling. So Dred Scott and his wife were enslaved in Fort Snelling when the Dred Scott case came all about,
Check your phone.
which I did
Go
not
ahead.
know. Which I did not know.
And
So
we
who's
used
up
to go on class trips to goddamn Fort Snelling.
Yeah, every
That's
school
where
I
you
went
get
to
your
Fort
liquor.
Yeah,
That's where you used to go get your liquor on Sundays. 'Cause that was the only place that sold it.
that's very true as well.
You rolled up live, huh?
Let's do hip hop history 200.
A distracted father.
Hold on, wait.
I ain't
Oh,
distracted.
I'm looking for my weed. I can't find my weed. Look at this here. All
Listen, that's not what we're doing right now, sir. We doing a
right,
podcast. We're
what you
not
say?
finding your weed.
Hold on, wait. What you say now? What
We
was the
do
question?
hip hop history. Let's do it for 2.
Hip hop history for 200.
Let's do it.
The greatest artist in Minnesota.
Ding.
This, D. Jones.
He said Bob Dylan.
Man, there are a lot of ways I can go on here.
Easy and 50 Tyson.
We are. I have such an affinity for 50 Tyson because I coach football. Yo, shout out to the E. 50 Tyson went to Edison. 50 Tyson went to the E. So shout out to 50. Too easy. Them niggas was nice. I'm gonna go with Prince though, man. That's easy.
Let me tell you something about 50 Tyson. First of all, let me give you points. Of course, it's Prince.
Yeah.
I'm mad y'all can't hear this shit. But he definitely just told the nigga to purify himself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
What is
50 Cent, 50 Tyson. 50 Tyson is the only person that tells me happy birthday every year.
Really?
Every year, 50 Tyson sends me an inbox. Does he do this to anybody else here? Has anybody else ever got an inbox from 50 Tyson?
Why would we get an inbox from 50
Why would I get
You had to have interacted.
Did you
You
know
had
the
to
brother?
have.
Did you talk to him? Did you say hi to him? Like what?
Oh man, I never I just added him as a friend and we was friends on Facebook. I don't think maybe I comment, because I usually try to comment on somebody's stuff if I see it, if I look at it, like it and drop a comment. Somebody commented on something he said, but no, man, I ain't never even had no real conversation with him. But every year for umpteen years, every year he would just send me a happy birthday. So shout out to 50 Tyson, man.
Yo, when I was coaching 50 Tyson, let me tell you what, that brother knew none of the plays. Zero. So I used to just call him to the sideline. I'd be like, hey man, just go get him right there. And I blitzed 50 Tyson every single play, right? And when he was a freshman, he was a lot bigger than all the other kids, you know what I mean? So that shit worked. However, once he got older, that shit was a dub. It was finished, you know what I mean? But he was super sweet kid, man. Super dope. He would try to rap, and I'd tell him to shut up. I guess I shouldn't have because he turned into the person that he did. But we'd be on the sidelines, and this nigga just saying gibberish. Yeah, no, shout out. Yo, they said real quick, they said when he had blown that during football games, like goddamn, they used to have the police there. People used to try to run on the field. The other players would grab their phones and try to get selfies with him. Yo, he had like a whole little pandemonium, little movement for a second, man.
I ain't gonna lie, 50 Tyson is kind of hot right now in the cities. I don't know.
Right now?
Ken, Mike T, are y'all familiar with 50 Tyson? Y'all never
Of
had
course.
Oh yeah.
North
Oh yeah.
Side, Minnesota.
Oh, man.
Mike T, have you ever spoke to him before anything?
Nah, I never met the guy, man. I know somebody he did a music video with them.
Okay. Ken, what about you? You ever had any interactions with him?
Nah.
Listen, this is the challenge. It's the 50 Tyson challenge. I dare everybody to just reach out to him in the inbox or DM and just tell him what's up, man. And I guarantee you, he gonna reach back. Like, honestly, 50 Tyson is one of the nicest people I've
Yeah.
ever met. And now that I'm older and I have a son who's autistic, the one you guys see in the background, I have more of an affinity for 50 Tyson because he's autistic. So I know what kind of struggles he's really going through. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's all fun and games, but I understand that he's really struggling. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're autistic, it's things that don't click, that click for us, that don't click for him. So
Do you think you got taken advantage of in any way?
Absolutely.
I know at some point.
Absolutely.
I feel the same way.
Like, I mean, Troy Hudson might not be a bad guy, but I don't know if that situation was out of love. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right. I sound like he was trying to capitalize off the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. But 50 Tyson a good dude. All right, where we going next?
Yo, we're gonna go to trending topics 20.
Now I got the audio to work finally. All right, 20 topics 200. In Boston this week, the most racist city in the North unveiled the dumbest statue ever of what iconic African American?
I just heard about this and forgot all about it.
No clue what you're talking about.
In Boston. Y'all not know about, nobody knows about this for real?
I
Seriously, y'all?
do because they
Well,
replaced
if it's
it. They
Boston, it
replaced
got to be an
somebody
athlete.
else's, right?
Yeah. What? I can't believe y'all don't know nothing about this, but
They replaced somebody's statue, right?
Luther King
What
Jr.
the fuck is this?
What is that?
I didn't know it was Boston.
Nah,
But it
see,
said
that's not the
bracing
statue
arm.
I knew about. What the fuck is that supposed to be?
the statue
Okay,
Yeah,
talk to me here. I'll put you on
released
light on it.
they need to tear that shit straight down.
Nah,
for
what it is a picture of. They took it from a picture of Martin Luther King hugging his wife, and what they
Man,
did was they took the arms of them embracing each other and they made a statue of that. And I
I
think
which
it's dope.
guess. I
I think
guess
it's dope.
it looks like goatsy. I don't know, man.
I
Show the
think
picture again, Aaron, because you rushing through this stuff like you got a time limit. So
Hold on. I'm trying to
You in
pull
a
Trying to
up.
rush,
get me
brother?
out of here before I get them demonetized. I'm gonna talk hella shit.
I'm trying to pull up the statue so y'all can see it. Um,
I like it because it's basically literally embracing arms of Martin Luther King and his wife when they were hugging, and he took a picture. They took that picture, but then they just took the actual arms of each other and they
Put it
made
back
the
up.
figure of it. Yeah,
Hmm.
Uh,
I don't think it translates well.
it
The
doesn't. The fact that you had to explain what that was,
idea behind
and
it
we
is
couldn't just look at it and see, man.
but that's what art is. But yeah,
I
Mhm.
guess.
I
I
mean,
guess
that
that's what
is
that
the
artist felt
dumbest.
like.
I don't know, man. I think that's the dumbest statue to. I think it doesn't do him. It doesn't give him the proper respect that he deserves. Really, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I think they was just reaching, and they reached a little too far. All right, where we going next?
was it supposed to be for like it was supposed to be a pit? Because I didn't think it was supposed to be Martin Luther King. I thought it was supposed to be a symbol of what he meant stood for.
Yeah, but it looks stupid,
Slogan.
and it doesn't represent. If I saw that statue, I'm not thinking of Martin Luther King.
But
At
it's a
all.
symbol
I
and a
didn't know
mention.
about that
Yeah,
picture
I get what you
until
like.
they told me that that's the
Y'all
picture.
being real surface, but
Pick it
that's what
up.
I'm saying. Like, yeah, I get it. If you don't
Oh,
like it, I understand
They don't
that.
even have a plaque to explain it. You got to use your imagination and shit, or have somebody there to tell you, man. Fuck that. I told you it looks like goatsy. If y'all don't know what goatsy is, don't even look it up. You don't want to see it.
yeah, I don't like it. All right,
let's
let's
go. Let's go. Hip hop history 300.
hip hop history 300. What is the number one selling hip hop album of all time?
It's gotta be an Eminem.
Yo. Eminem, Marshall Mathers LP.
Big Smash said Marshall Mathers LP. That's what Big Smash said.
Well, Big Smash, you're wrong. You're
Okay.
right about the artist, wrong about the album.
Yeah, it's got to be
I,
Eminem since
I'm gonna go with the Slim Shady LP.
Damn.
And you
No.
would be wrong as well.
Oh,
Jones seems to just only answer questions he knows, which is smart. Everybody
ain't
else is
no
at
prize.
you know what I'm saying?
I think it's that collaboration album. I don't know what it's called, like the Encore or whatever. It's probably it.
The Eminem Show
Oh,
debuted at number one, stayed on for 600 weeks, the number one selling album of all
12 times
time.
platinum.
Again,
Damn.
like artists that can sell to white women aged 20 to 40 has the number one album of all time. Go figure.
What is Macklemore #2, Nick?
Probably.
Actually, Tupac and Biggie are 2 and 3.
Let's go. Let's go.
Machiavelli is number 2. Ready to Die is number 3.
Dope. Both dope albums. Let's go Minnesota 300.
Minnesota 300. George Bonga, born in 1802, is believed to be the first black person born in Minnesota. Right, he had a black mom, black father. His mother was Ojibwe. What city was George Bonga in 1802 born in? Was he born in St. Paul,
Okay. No, the answer.
Duluth, or Rochester?
Well, Rochester is where all the brothers go to smash white women, specifically for school.
Oh,
So, Mike, if
Um,
you were thinking about the question earlier, the answer is right there.
that is the biracial capital of the world. It
Where's
is
Yo,
Rochester.
yo. I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna say St. Paul.
and you would be wrong, Big Smile.
I'll go Rochester. I'm already down 300. I can't get no.
And you
Anymore.
would be wrong.
Nope.
No,
Too
no,
late.
no, no, no.
Yeah, only the right answers left. Like, that's why I didn't even say nothing. Like,
And the first two all the way. Duluth. George Bonga was born in Duluth in 1802. The first black man ever to be recorded born in the state of Minnesota at the time, which was the territory of Minnesota. And he had some Indian in his family. because his mother was a Ojibwe, his father was black, and they raised children. So the foundation of black men in America, in Minnesota, is black and native men.
Let's go trending topics 300.
Trending topics 300. This car company slashes prices this week by up to 20% on all its
Ding 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 ding. Tesla.
serious. Tesla is correct. Wait, no.
Because I was trying to get me one.
Yeah, now they on for the low. I
I
don't know
did
why.
notice something traveling though. Like Tesla is only really cracking out here in California. Because when I went to Chicago, you might see one every blue moon. But that is not the vehicle out there.
Those interiors are ugly as hell. That might be why.
But in California, brother, you see one every 2 feet. You see a Tesla or some type of fully electric car.
You know where I see Teslas at in Woodbury.
Mm.
I see
Where
Tesla.
where the money is, that's where you'll see a Tesla.
Yeah,
Everybody got
I don't really
Teslas
see them nowhere else.
outside Chicago.
Maybe that's why California, because yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, you
Right?
don't see any other
because I'm
place.
Silicon
telling
Valley,
you,
of course.
you see more of them than any car. It's Teslas. Just what does you see out here more than any car.
I like the Tesla, but it's so ugly. I don't want to get it. My dream car is a new Rhino. Y'all seen the new Rhino?
Right now,
That
GTA?
pickup truck.
No, it's like a tank. I'm telling you, it's a Rhino GTX. You gotta look it up. It's $300,000. I seen Javante Davis pull up to the boxing match in it.
oh, that joint.
It's the coldest car I ever seen in my life, bro. The
Yeah,
bad part is the back windows don't work.
another bad part is you can't park it nowhere. So you just gonna be driving and drive right back home.
It's a tank, but it's a car. It's big enough to drive. It's like a regular car though.
Where you
Literally,
gonna
it's a
park it?
car, but it's bulletproof. All the glass bulletproof. The windows don't roll down the back. They got gun
What,
turrets from the inside. They got a
what
pop
ops you got?
up.
So they modeled it after a GTA vehicle
Literally, it's on a Ford F450 platform. So it's just like just like a Ford F450, but it's
with
a
a
tank
tank
on
kit.
wheels.
This niggas is
Man,
silly as hell.
that shit looks so hard, y'all. Rhino GTX, look it up. All right, where we going next?
Let's go movies and TV for 400.
Four lifelong friends travel to New Orleans for the annual Essence Festival.
Yo,
Sister,
yo, 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 yo.
I heard a yell for, I heard a ding. What is it?
I'm gonna go with girls trip.
That's what's
Yep, yep.
You know, I made this 400 because I figured y'all niggas wouldn't know what that was.
I sure the fuck
But it
did.
seems like everybody wanted to answer that question.
Well, I seen it
Girls
that
trip
they were
is
coming out with another one because he had an interview with Shannon Sharp on was that the Shay Shack or whatever the heck his podcast is.
yeah, that's
He
why
had an
that
interview with Will Packer, and he was talking about
yeah,
he was gonna try to get it back.
actually that's the interview. I watched that interview. And that was the first time I learned anything about Will Packer.
Mm.
Seemed like a great guy. And I'm mad because when he went to Florida A&M, that was my dream to go to Florida A&M. I just couldn't afford it. So I went to the University of Minnesota instead. And I
Still
wish
couldn't afford that.
I
What
couldn't afford
difference does
that
it make?
either.
You should have
But
just
I
went to
thought I would be
FAMU.
closer to home. I wish I'd have went to Florida A&M. I'd have got a chance to be teammates with what the
Oh, this nigga done turned into a bear.
Yeah.
Rollins.
this
Ah.
nigga.
He done popped in that hallucinogenic.
Aggressive as hell.
He done popped in that hallucinogenic.
Wow.
He talked about it earlier.
Right
That was
tight
pull
the
it back.
beard, bitch.
Hey
That's what
man,
That's a wolf, nigga.
it's all yeah, man.
Oh.
Ow!
Oh, all right. Okay, hide your wife, hide your
hey,
kids.
I love that shit, boy.
All right.
All
So
right,
Ken's turn.
who got that right? Nobody.
Yeah.
No, Ken got that right. Where we going?
Movies and TVs 500.
Movie and TVs for 500. The lives of occupants of an inner city housing project.
The lives of occupants in the inner city.
I got it. Yo, yo, yo.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yo,
Fast.
I
yo,
got it.
yo.
Oh,
I got it.
The PJs.
no.
That's correct.
I believe that is correct.
The PJs.
Where did wait? Hold on. Where did they
Projects.
live in good times?
The
The
It
project.
said
project.
animation.
Yeah,
But
it
I
says
put
animation.
animation
Animation.
there so y'all can
Mm.
have a clue. Yeah, because otherwise you'll never got that shit. And these are the actual descriptions
That
from
was
the website IMDb.
that
So if
was
you go to IMDb.com and you look these movies up, these are their actual descriptions. All right, Ken, where we going next, bro?
Hip hop history 500.
The very first hip hop song was released on March 25th
Oh,
by Mike Titan.
the Sugar Hill Gang, Rappers Delight.
Sugar Hill Gang Rappers Delight is wrong.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's wrong. It's not the
wrong.
first. It's the popular.
It's actually the second rap song ever to be released. But what is considered the first
No,
rap?
all y'all
Dare
was
say
ringing and dinging.
Fatback
Go
Band.
ahead.
Don't
All right,
say
go ahead.
Fatback Band.
Go ahead,
All
Sugar
y'all
Hill
was ringing
Gang.
and dinging.
Go ahead, Sugar Hill Gang.
Fatback Bang or Cool. I'm gonna go. I'll do it. DJ Cool Herc. Why not?
DJ Kool Herc invented hip hop, but he never made music until much, much later. You are
Yo,
wrong.
I'm
So
gonna
now
go with
y'all have an
I'm
option.
I'm gonna go with D.
Coca Rock.
Damn, are you serious? This is really crazy because Jones is just gonna win this game by shutting the fuck up. He is wrong. It is C, the Fatback Band.
Let's
Song.
hear the rap. Let's hear the hip hop part. I don't know this.
Alright, y'all. Here we go. You just clap your hands and you stomp your feet, cause you're listening to the sound of the show shot beat. I'm the King, the T-I-M, King Jim the Third, and I am him, just me, Fatback, and the crew. We're doing it all just for you. We're strong as an ox and tall as a tree. We can rock it so viciously. We throw the highs in your eyes, the bass in your face. We're the funk machines that rock the human race. Skate down, boogie shot. Come on, girl, let's do the rock. Slam, dunk, do the jerk. Let me see your body work.
I'm calling a mulligan.
To the beat, everybody. To the beat, everybody.
That
I'm
is the very
calling a mulligan.
what's that?
What was it released under when it came out?
Some records.
No. What category did they put it in when it came out? Was it hindsight that they called that hip hop? Because I know who the Fatback Band is.
Yeah, Rapper Delight wasn't hip. This was what they categorized this as the first hip hop song ever released.
I'll be damned.
At the time in 1979, I don't believe there was a category hip hop, so they kind of put it in R&B.
Okay, I got
But they
you.
considered this R&B. It was no rap. You know what I'm saying? But this was technically the very first rap song ever to be released, March 25th, 1979. And as you can hear, it sounds just like Rappers Delight.
somebody
I
was
think Rappers
smoking that
Delight.
bass.
I think Rappers Delight stole their shit. Low key. All right, where we going next?
The Rapper's Delight was a complete rip. You do know that, right? It was a stolen song.
Yeah, they stole it from Fatback. We just heard that.
No, like literally, the people
Him to the
who
double three.
no, like you're not even no. I'm seriously like if you hear the dude that's saying that's his name, it's not even his name.
Yeah,
Like
he
he just
stole it
literally
from Grandmaster
stole it from
Cass.
somebody else.
And
So
whoever
when
that
he
somebody
spells, it's the
was,
D-U.
Who they steal it from?
Fatback.
Grandmaster Cass.
Yeah, because
Casanova Fly.
yeah, the song was literally stolen, and they just took it and then made the rap. But they didn't rap any of that crap.
Hmm.
They just literally took somebody else's song and then put it out as their own.
Yeah. It's crazy though. I would assume it was Rapper Delight as well, but I never heard of Fatback Gang
It was right after it though.
until today. They were 3
It
months
was
apart.
both released in '79. Yeah.
Both released in 79, 3 months apart. Who got that right? Ken? Nobody got that right.
Nah.
All right. So Jones, where we going? We ask you where you going.
Oh shit, nigga, we gonna go. Let's go MLK for 400.
Black history, my favorite subject for 400. Benjamin E. Mays is not just a school in Minnesota we all went to. He helped convince a Morehouse student named MLK Jr. to follow what family tradition.
Yo,
Mm-mm.
Yo, Ken,
becoming a minister.
absolutely correct. I
How is
never
that
knew
400?
what.
I said, how is that 400?
Cause I never knew who Benjamin Mays was.
Yeah, but you ain't got to know who he is to get the answer, right? We didn't. Nobody
Pretty
knew
much.
the actual situation. We just knew he's a minister, brother.
All right, he did get a degree in sociology though. And did you know that? Well, I don't know. We'll finish the subject, then I'll tell y'all more about Benjamin. About Martin Luther King Jr. All right, next question. Ken, where we going?
All right, let's go with Martin Luther King 500.
MLK Jr. was not his real name. What is his birth name?
Ralph.
Hey, y'all niggas is Googling shit, huh? 5,
Right. We have a
4,
About
timer.
to.
3. I've been letting it slide all game, but I can't
Oh,
let you.
you've been Googling?
Yeah, niggas been Googling.
Who?
Oh,
How? I got
Googling,
negative
sending
800.
messages to each other with the answers and shit. We see you,
oh.
dirty
All right,
bastards.
the last one though. Come on,
How am I
nobody.
Googling with negative 800? I don't know how to Google. I'll Google after the question.
Hey,
Yeah, type slow.
Actually, very quick.
all right, y'all niggas will never get this. I didn't know this either. Nigga was born Michael King on January 15th, 1929. In 1935, however, his father, a pastor at Atlanta's Ebenezer Baptist Church, traveled to Germany and became inspired by the Protestant Reformation leader Martin Luther. As a result, King Sr. changed his own name as well as that of his 5-year-old son, Martin Luther King Jr. So
That nigga was a weirdo.
I didn't know that.
I didn't
I
either.
never heard that story, but it's true. And you know what? Martin Luther, we was talking about this earlier, Mike T. Martin Luther was actually what inspired me to look at the Bible differently.
the
Because,
Protestant Reformation, Martin Luther.
yes,
Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah.
now let me
Explain.
tell you why. If you read into Martin Luther's story, at the time he was like a rebel, and the church kind of controlled how people were read the Bible, what was filtered to the Bible, how you were taught the Bible. The church controlled that. So what Martin Luther did was said, I think everybody should have access to the Bible because I don't think he basically said Jesus is the way. No matter what you do, no matter what you do, no matter who you are, no matter how many times you sin, everybody sins. So it doesn't matter what the pastors or preachers are telling you. You read it on your own and you live your own life, and then that's how you'll be judged. So the true teachings of Martin Luther have been screwed over the while, but he was really a rebel and he took down the whole Catholic Church and started his own church, which is now called the Lutheran Church.
The
And
Lutheran.
and the Lutheran Church is actually the most generous of all and the most accepting of all churches. So if you ever go to a Lutheran church, they wave the LGBT flags. They give away the most stuff. If you ever got anything from a donation, uh, anything like that, then you got it from a Lutheran church. All right, let's go. I see you got to get up out of here, brother. So Ken, what's the next one?
We're gonna do trending topics.
Which one?
500.
Coachella is one of the most popular music festivals in the world. 3 days of music with 100 Jones.
Bad Bunny.
You would pick Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is correct. The other two headliners for Coachella this year are Blackpink and Frank
I don't know who
Ocean.
Blackpink is.
Me either.
Blackpink.
Korean girls, I think.
And
Oh,
how is Frank Ocean up there? He ain't put out an album since Pink.
people still love Frank Ocean, man.
I mean, I rock it.
Yeah,
But you know
he's
what
a
I'm
day,
saying? To get
day 3
Coachella, you would think you had to be more current, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
rock it.
which made me think when I seen this lineup, made me think Coachella ain't what I thought it was.
Hmm.
See, Coachella to me, I thought that was something like Jay-Z would do, right? Where
Yeah.
it's like a big hip hop festival, big concert, but
Mm-mm.
it's not at
Yeah,
all
hip hop.
a hip hop festival.
It's just a festival.
Yeah, it's just a music
Matter of
festival.
fact, they don't even have hip hop artists.
I mean,
Like
they
a
did.
lot of the artists on their list are not hip hop artists. You never heard these names. Like they don't
Mhm.
have Future coming. They don't have like
Well, let
none
me
of the
The
artists
Lady
you would think.
Gaga fans.
Like Drake.
let me ask
Yeah,
you a
artists
question.
are different.
Do you think that white people are upset because rock and roll ain't it no more? Like I ain't heard of no alternative band since '88. So like, do you think they upset about that?
I do. But do you want to know something else? Rock and roll is still one of the most popular forms of music that people listen to.
Yeah, but they ain't
Mhm.
listen to no new stuff. They just listen to the
Oh,
old
they
stuff.
listen to a lot of old stuff. But if you go through the streaming numbers,
Yeah,
it's hip hop, rock and roll, country music.
yeah.
And I mean, I'm sorry, it's rock and roll, hip hop, country music. Rock and roll is streamed more than hip hop or country music, which I did not know that. And I wish I could find the fact that I pulled the shit up so I can back it up, but I can't find the thing. All right, where we
He
going
said,
next?
"Hello, I grew up in the suburb, baby. I can't help it. Every
Oh,
rose has its thorn."
You said what? Hold on. Let me get back to the screen so we can
Yo,
go.
has Hope ever done Coachella? He hasn't. I don't think he's ever done it before, has he?
Beyonce has now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Um,
thought he did Coachella before.
I
He
knew
rap about it all the
and
time.
over in London, like Gastonbury or something. That shit was great. Let's go Minnesota for 4.
Where does the Mississippi rank among largest rivers in the entire world?
Mm.
Ooh.
Mike
Oh.
T.
Look at these faces, boy. I tell you.
It's probably like fifth. It ain't even it's probably like the fifth.
The fifth.
Yep.
What? No. All right. Anybody else want to take a guess?
I know it ain't one. I know it ain't two. And I know it ain't three. So it's either A or B. Well, I wasn't an A student, so I'll guess B.
B. Still not an A student. Wrong. The answer is 3.
Wow, in the world.
In
The
the world?
Mississippi
It's
River,
Really?
got to be the third.
third
Wow.
largest river in the entire
Wow.
world.
We ain't got that many gangster rivers there.
Trending topics. Let's close it out.
Bolsonaro supporters this last week
Ooh.
stormed the Congress and took over many federal buildings in what country?
Ooh. I literally just saw that. It was
I think it's a South America. Is it?
It's South America.
It's South America country. Yeah.
well, there's only 3 South American countries.
What's
Angry
this?
Bird.
It's
What
making noises.
Angry Bird
Brazil.
is correct?
I was gonna say there's only 3
Portuguese.
South American countries:
They,
Argentina, Brazil, and other.
yeah, they was going crazy. They just like they stormed the Capitol here, except they really stormed the Capitol there in Brazil. They took over their whole Congress building, multiple Congress buildings. They like shut the shit down. It wasn't
Wow.
no because they was mad at the results of something that was going on, the election or something.
Good details.
It was just like the Trump thing. You know what I'm
You know,
saying?
they didn't like it. You
They
know,
went into the Capitol and rioted because they didn't like what was going on.
it's a little
Well,
Mhm.
buffet
Brazil,
sandwich.
no, it's seriously though. In Brazil, they took clues. They took whatever you call that from the Trump thing, and their supporters gathered around Bolsonaro, who is like the Trump of Brazil,
Mm.
and they took over their Congress because Congress was trying to keep Bolsonaro taking over. I don't know all the details though, but
Yeah, he tried to change the law to basically make himself stay in power, and
Forever.
they voted him out, and the people was like, "Nah, man, don't do it."
yeah, they almost went up like El Chapo's son. Y'all seen El Chapo's son? He
I've
got
seen it.
arrested in Mexico,
They
Yeah.
terrorizing
and they
Mexico now.
killed like 1,000 people in El Chapo City.
They blowing stuff up. They go
Yeah,
riding around in like
That's the reason
brigades.
why. This is why I don't understand. If y'all let him go the first time because of that, why would you then go back and arrest him again? Like the shit wasn't gonna happen again. Like you know what I'm saying? Like El Chapo feeding a lot of people out there, so they thinking about their money getting dried up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They thinking
Facts.
about not only their money getting dried up, but their protection, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So they can't be playing.
Are you saying El Chapo's people are just out here just arbitrarily killing folks because they got El Chapo?
Yes.
Yeah, nigga, they tearing up the city, fam.
Just whoever.
I don't know if it's just whoever.
Wish you would. No, it is.
But it's just
random.
like
Are they fighting the police or the army, or they just
them too?
It's random.
They blowing up police stations. I seen that in the news. They yeah, they going crazy. I just seen they blow up a police station, and they was going crazy in the city. They trying to get them. I remember when they took them, they had a video of El Chapo people chasing the police that took El Chapo's son, and it's like a trail of like 50 cars doing like 100 miles an hour down this road. And the video say El Chapo people trying to go get the police because they took El Chapo's son.
I wonder how long they can how long can that sustain if El Chapo people is gonna do that?
As long as they won't. As long as they can get bullets.
But just think about it. They got to give them up. They got to give them up because the police is going. You can't control that.
There's way more people than police
right
and
now,
law enforcement.
if it was 100,000 people that said y'all gotta free Larry Hoover, or every day all the GDs in Chicago is finna tear everything up.
They already doing that.
Oh, they
tearing up white people stuff.
Tearing up the building. I'm talking about riot like we did for George Floyd every
gonna
day
do that.
until they release Chapo. That's
They
what
don't
they
even care about Larry Hoover.
Yeah, he's not saying they will, but he's saying if they did do that, then
I know.
I mean, doing that shit every single day.
Every day.
Every day.
That's just
They
crazy.
tear shit up every day until that boy come home. All right. Minnesota history. Name the oldest city in Minnesota. Duluth, Wabasha, St. Paul, or Moorhead.
Ding, ding, ding. Duluth. I don't care.
Bro, y'all is horrible.
I'm just saying
I
stuff.
didn't think it was any of them. I thought it was
No.
St. Anthony. But that's Minneapolis.
saying
My
anything.
bad. Not Minnesota.
If I'm gonna be the number one, I'm gonna be the lowest number one.
Usually I
I'm
throw
gonna go with
questions, y'all don't know.
I'm gonna go with
So Jones
D.
already won. So Jones,
Yeah.
let me ask you. Even
No. Oh, we got a freezer. Yeah, that's just him. He's the only one that's frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starbucks must have cut him off. There you go.
I'm definitely frozen. And I don't know why.
Okay.
Why did you say that there was no way he could lose?
Googled it.
First of all,
no.
Scooby, why are you commenting on the book? You could join in. We sent you the link. Come on. But you got it wrong anyway. It's not St. Paul's. Wabasha has been a city since 1826, the first and longest established residency city in the state of Minnesota. Thank y'all for playing the game. The winner this week, like a lot of weeks, the one, the only, D Jones. D Jones reviews. Yeah.
Man, one time for the one time, man. One time for the one time, man.
All right, man. What you got anything to say? You got any speeches? You want to give any special shout outs this week?
No, man. I just want to thank the people. You know what I mean? I think that I taught a life lesson today. And I think the life lesson that I taught today was sometimes it pays just to shut the fuck up.
He definitely is the winner because he chose silence over violence. Silence over violence. This is the original podcast, man. There's so much more to talk about, but I wanted to say this before we go, and I don't want to take up much of y'all time. I appreciate y'all coming on today. Is Martin Luther King's birthday is tomorrow, along with Are You Serious? And I want to tell everybody in the world how much I love this man. My favorite person in the world, Are You Serious? His birthday is tomorrow. Do you want to tell the people how old you turning tomorrow, brother?
I'm turning 40.
Okay, happy birthday, man.
An old nigga.
Black do not crack. He look good, boy. Look at that.
Man,
He
you see
look
that gray
good.
though. You see the gray though.
You looking good, boy. You looking good. Ain't that what they said? You looking good. Yeah, but that's my little brother. He look almost as good as me. Turned 40 years old, man. Welcome to the 40 Club. Jones, you right around the corner, man.
Jones is 40.
I mean,
Hey, no,
Jones,
no, come on, no, you're right. Come on, keep on going, dog.
Jones, and then we all in the same thing,
Yeah, I
man.
mean, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
What you mean you gonna get there? You older than me, nigga.
Oh,
Don't tell everybody, man. Don't tell everybody. All right, thank you for coming, Baby Taj. You also are sitting directly behind me. You could join the podcast as well. But she's commenting on Facebook while she's sitting directly behind me. So we want to shout out Baby Taz for the birthday love for Are You Serious? Because just came on camera and said happy birthday. Any last words, man? Oh, I wanted to say this about Martin Luther King Jr. Um,
Tina Luther
we
King.
all appreciate what he did for this country. Happy birthday, bro. No, wait, we can't see you. I got the filter on. We all appreciate what he did for this country. We all appreciate. Oh, there she goes. See her waving. Say happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate it.
All right, we appreciate what
Hey,
he did
Tina.
because it's dope. You know what I'm saying? He was the last black leader. He was the last great leader of our people. After Martin Luther King, there's never been one person that we can say as a people that we look for or we look towards for leadership in our community. Um, so just for that alone, I want to give him his props, Martin Luther King Jr. Uh, they hate on him. You know what I'm saying? They hated on him when he was alive. His last speech in Memphis, they said he kind of pulled a Tupac. He knew he was going to pass, and he told people, "I'm not going to make it to the promised land, but I promise our people will make it." Uh, and I just encourage a lot of people to really get into who Martin Luther King Jr. was and not who they tell you Martin Luther King Jr. was. Same thing with the Bible. I said earlier, a lot of people need to read it and get it out yourself. Don't listen to no pastor telling you about the Bible and then asking you for tithes, because that's just like a contradiction in itself.
Mhm.
But don't don't just listen to what they telling you this week or what they past told you. I don't know when I'm gonna release this. If you're catching it live, then you hear me right now. Just do a little research into Martin Luther King, man, and you'll find out that he was a true leader, and he had more than just a dream, but he actually had a plan uh, to redeem his people, and that's the reason why they killed him.
They
And
didn't like him. White people couldn't stand Martin Luther King. They called him a terrorist. They hated the way he was protesting. They hated everything about him. But as soon as he died, then it was be like Martin.
yeah, and they killed him, and they admitted he's one of the first people the government CIA
FBI, yep.
has
FBI.
admitted to having involvement with, and that dude that they sent to jail for took the fall for the murder, but he wasn't the only one involved. He was the fall guy, and he agreed to take the fall. So I want to know what happened to his family, right? I'm pretty sure, he somebody that he know got plugged in, because you had to take the fall for something, right? He ain't just do it for free just to kill a Negro. John, he had to do something. So shout out to Martin Luther King Jr., man. Happy birthday.
Could have
Uh,
did it for biscuits.
right. Jones, man, any last words before we get up out of here today?
no, I mean, I think I think you said it all. You know what I mean? I actually no. Let me say this. Because I think you're absolutely right in terms of, man, make sure that y'all go out and you figure out who Martin Luther King was. And I think a lot of times you will get people that try to juxtapose King to Malcolm. You know what I mean? Where they were a lot more in line with a lot of things than than people know. You know what I mean? And I think that there is a perception by some as if Brother Martin was soft or was just always kumbaya. Let's be clear, Martin was with the shits. You know what I mean? He was with the shits. You know what I mean? So yeah, just to kind of go out there, do your research, check him out. You know what I mean? He, I just said D.O. Double, man. He's a lot more than I have a dream. You know what I mean? Although that is, you know what I mean? It was absolutely a beautiful speech, but he's a lot more than that. So I just encourage everybody to go out there and just figure out a little bit more about that brother, man. And shout out to you, D.O. Double, man, because a lot of those facts about Martin Luther King, I had zero clue about. So thank you. That's it.
And one more thing, Martin Luther King was arrested over 29 times, right? Every time he went out there, he knew he was risk. This is 1960s black man in white America. You understand what I'm saying? He can't be soft when you risking your life, and eventually gave his life for the cause of his people. And I don't think people realize that how much. Just think about every time you go out and do these protests, you risking getting your ass beat, the police killing you, not alone arresting you, but they beating his ass on his way to jail. And one of these police don't like him, they could just put a bullet in his head. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was risking that every time he went out to prove his cause, which is a lot. You don't see nobody else doing that today. I don't think Jesse Jackson getting arrested as many times as Martin Luther King was. I ain't seen nobody else sacrifice as much as Martin Luther King. So, Mike Titan, man, you scaring me. Any last words before we get up out of here today, bro?
I would like to say the opposite of Jones. Choose violence. Say what's on your mind at all times. Don't hide from the world.
Why
Say
is
what's
the
on your
bird
mind.
sticking out its belly button? Where's the ass? I'm confused.
Is that the belly? But yeah, no, that's the mouth of the bird, ain't it?
No, the mouth is the yellow part, which is the beak. So I'm
Why you
confused
know
at
so
what
much
he's
about every
speaking out of.
On my mind.
These are vagina monologues, maybe. I don't know.
Bird mind.
Have you heard of my friend Dan Day? Let y'all get along.
No, but yeah, that's true though. Choose violence, speak your mind, don't hold back. 2023, I'm with that too. I'm with that too. Ken, man, any last words of the day?
Man, I appreciate the opportunity, man. This was fun.
Thank you for coming, man. You have to come back more. We could talk about some real topics, man. Today, we just playing the game, having fun. Anytime,
Facts.
make sure you. Well, hold on. Let me ask. Are you serious? Are you serious? Any last words of the day before we get up out of here?
Nah, I'm just an old man, so I gotta get some Robitussin and some Tiger Balm for my knees, and we be good.
Man, happy birthday again. We love
Yeah,
you so
birthday,
much.
man.
Happy birthday. Mike Teasy, man, let them know where to find you at online once again. Where can we
Great
check
Key
you out?
Studios. I'm actually taking a page out of y'all's book with the trivia one of these coming up days. So y'all are all invited to come and play. I got some hard questions though. Some hard ones. But yeah, man, Great Key Studios everywhere, especially on YouTube.
Great Key Studios. That's right, Ken. Bet the House Podcast.
Always betthehouse.com.
Always betthehouse.com. You see the picture, you see the logo. You know what it is. It's your boy DJ Double OG. My word for the day, my last words of the day is free your mind. The rest will follow. Relax. I don't know the rest of the
You're
lyrics, but
colorblind, but go ahead, man.
just free your mind and the rest will follow.
Shout
That's
out
all.
Shay. I see you. Thank you.
Shout out to Butterball. She said happy birthday. We love you. Shout out to
Grown woman
Butterball.
with kid. You can't call her Butterball no more. Okay, she's a grown woman.
Shout out to Shane Barber, aka Butterball. All right, man. Are you serious? Jones. We got Are You Serious in the building. We got D Jones. We got Ken with Bet the House Podcast. Mike T with Great Key Studios. And it's me, DJ Double OG, man. I appreciate y'all coming out today. Love y'all, man. Peace. See y'all
Peace
next
out.
week.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.